and 20 minutes have passed since the beginning of the game. Yeah, it feels like we're definitely going down this. I am too intrigued to finish off of the Iris dead route. I am so intrigued. Well, I wonder how it's gonna go if, like, when an Ira and Sir B are together. Like, I kind of want to see more of their dynamic together. We only saw, like, the tiniest of snippets. 40 minutes until everyone dies and Nova was put in. And Cora climbed the stairs. She felt a presence behind her. Upon looking back, she saw a video following her. Yeah, it's all the same. You to vote for? Yeah. So now here we are at the voting. Now I'm actually kind of wondering if Luxuria is gonna die here. Which I just remembered I looked up like what Luxuria's like name means in the Greek sins, and at the top of my head, maybe I'm misremembering, but I think it means it's lust. So that conversation that she had with Gula when we hacked their helmet. Oh boy. Well, that's the thing. I don't know exactly how we're gonna like pin. If Luxuria is gonna plan to be like, you know, killed off in this voting segment, like how we did with Ira, how is that gonna work in here? Like literally, from my memory, the voting segment, literally that Luxuria was just like talking in small snippets. How are we gonna like spin it around to them? Yeah, explaining the different rules, so that's what's making. Okay, and here we go. Everyone acted think this was the first time. They didn't think about waiting a little bit before locking this in place. And they convinced them the person they vote for. Also, I didn't know exactly why I didn't get this sooner, but I'm now reminded that I'm getting vibes of like distrust. Like the very beta of like Danganronpa, like, you know, like who you trust, like determine who dies during the whole thing. I had no idea why did not come to my head until now. And I heard about that so many times. We still decided over who we're voting for, right? Somebody worth knows how long until it's gonna change. And then we should talk about it quickly then. Also, besides like, you know, your general crime almost, I'm seeing like so many different people, like, you know, who are being suspicious in their own ways, like about different things. Like Sir B is like very suspicious, like, you know, with Ira and their whole thing and with their relationship. Averita right now is like someone who's almost suspicious, like not really suspicious. Gula and Trisatia so far, yeah, from like the bar deduction room, and also the ending where Triss helps keep the peace. Well, mind you, I think it's fair to say that basically like maybe at least everyone's gonna have at least one scene where they just go weirdly. Oh yeah, also Trisatia's actually last name is actually for sloth, like stilted morals, Soma. Yeah, that checks out. So, literally, like, I'm just curious exactly how Avery and Nvidia are gonna be, you know, reading all this, because so far the two of them are just like, you know, yeah. Rita's name is for greed, and Nvidia's name is for envy, so I think Cora's the mastermind. Yeah. Let's vote for her. I guess I'm in. Loath as I admit it, I hold no objections. Wait, that's way too hasty. Where's that coming from? I don't think the mastermind is Cora. It's all according to the plan by Sir B is around. It's a little too quick to me too. Is it because her name doesn't fit with the sins? Do you have another option then? If no, we'll vote for the most suspicious one that right now is totally Cora. Oh yeah, like, I'm gonna try to skip through this, but this reminds me, like, there was I said before about a lexicon in like the main menu. There was a whole concept of the whole 7 sins, and they mentioned like 2 of them were, like, you know, removed from the list. Like, I can't remember, like, one of the 2 that were, like, you know, stripped from it. I think one of the names was Vanglora, which is basically just means to, like, you know, vainglory, just gloating. Which I can probably understand why they took it off, because it sounds Just very similar to Pride. Like you're above everything in that. Ava and Lux. Given any choice, it's gotta be her, right? Who else could it be among us? How are we gonna spin around to get you out of the picture, since we have the most, I guess, manipulation level with you? We're watching the first option that saves him personally. How despicably self-centered. Hard to think fast. She hates her situation she has no choice for. So far, it looks like everyone except Nvidia and Trustee are going to vote for her. Can you check the balance? Because at least 2 other people to vote for someone else. So are we gonna spin around to like how Luxuria is very like being suspicious of Gula? But how do we say that with like she's been like, you know, almost even like the like when we were voted off, like, you know, from Luxuria, like going off like faking to kill us or Bia. Like Trustee was actually going with her too. So, It's weird how Bia's taking the lead and trying to steer you. Explain your reasoning. Looking to kill the real Pandora, right? She was all on board about treating the previous deaths as Pandora, but now she's trying to have me killed. Not Pandora anyway. You say what you want. You remind you that you're the most suspicious one here. You already said your reasoning, but can you elaborate a bit? I'm not an idiot, so I noticed your name was weird. It's like Pandora for one, but it's also not a deadly sin. Also, you haven't been exploring with the others earlier. I saw you hanging around by the bathrooms. It's like you don't need to because you know everything already. I think those points quickly is mandatory. Wasn't anyone some of the time though. We're looking for something here. The choice might apparently be between myself and Bia, but there's someone else who's suspicious. Oh. What are you talking about? In detective novels, when you get to the end, the culprit is always someone you don't suspect. Ooh, we're playing this reverse psychology card. If you think about it that way, that means someone in our group is much more suspicious than they originally appeared. And I know 3 things that make that person super suspicious. Which would be... out with it already. Time's a-ticking. The entire group is willing to give in Cora's theory listens. No one dropped her other than Mr. Mia. Well, I don't know how to explain this, but someone in our group has already committed murder. This time, Mr. B remained silent. Everyone was waiting for Cora to speak. To be more specific, I mean, like, not long ago. Oh, oh my gosh, that's actually really great. Earlier, in fact, do you remember how Lux and Ola left their room without a third party? Are you perchance accusing us of having committed the villainous crime of murder? Yes. Mr. B answered promptly, interrupting Gula. I always thought that was super suspicious. She's quick to agree. Well, yeah, I guess that. But I doubt, like, you can really prove that to be the case, except for, like, naming conventions is weird. That's a little strange. It merits investigation, but that's for later. There's a bigger fish to fry right now. But the puzzle wasn't even that hard to put together, either. Yeah, actually it wasn't. Even though I technically, like, stressed a bit about, like, exactly what the password was, like, when you had to go to the door, what my emptiness, that was pretty much easy. Like, you just find that website printout page, and that was it. So why did they get it wrong and die? It's because someone hid parts of the answer? This line of inquiry is falsification of the truth. And how do we not know... Wait, also, like, I know it's not exactly completely verified, like, if it's one or the other, but it could also be possible that Gula and maybe Luxuria were the 2 shadows in the, like, you know, the route where Nvidia dies and we get killed off by a gun? Could that be them? Although, Lux and Serbia are together, so they split together, so I'm wondering why they decided to split up for some reason. The 3rd member of our group died from a wrongful answer, nor was there a mistake. I don't know about that, but I think at best someone caused a death to see if things were dangerous for real. A guinea pig. Anyway, there are 2 other things. We looked quiet again. She was positively weighing her options and opposing that thought. Luxuria said nothing the whole time, not being one for confrontation. I wonder if we're gonna say that we were like, you know, we're looking around, but, like, no, Serbia already mentioned that before. Like, so would it be weird that we just, like, stand outside the door? Or wait, if we actually repeat that point, say, like, you know, we looked around, like, the restrooms first and, like, went to the classrooms and overheard them, that would override Serbia's last point. Cool. The second thing is that Lux and Ola are quite close together. So close that I think they're forming a team, and that's dangerous, isn't it? For the votes, I mean. It means they have power. No, we're not! We only explored the school together earlier, and even if I do that, I wouldn't do anything bad, I swear! Serbia cleared her throat and spoke. She was still jumping at any opportunity to pin votes on anyone other than her. Yeah, most likely grained to in course and she wouldn't have finished putting forth her arguments. You can't be sure of that. Remember, we're all in my emptiness here. You're the calmest, coolest, most innocent butterfly of the group. Like hell, cuteness is a weapon too. Cuteness. You can't say how it'll go, that's correct. Sorry, Lux, but you have to think about that too. No, it's okay. You're just doing what's logical, but sometimes logic isn't worth anything, you know? And sometimes emotion is. Like the rest of the ones talking to her, Luxuria adopted a stance based on emotions. Sometimes you can't deduce everything with logic. It doesn't make a lick of sense. Like, just how you're making these wild guesses about Mole and me. You can't know any of the things Cora says, can you? Well, that's true. Aren't you confirming them now? Luxuria took a small pause to mull over that. And Cora was right. She was falling for the bait. So what then? What does it matter if I confirm it? Maybe I like Ola. I'm sure you people like others too, and that doesn't make you into a murderer. Serbia remained silent, not wishing to get in the way of the little debate. Everyone had forgotten they were on a tight leash time-wise. Lux, that is enough. Other than topics that merit our attention. Gula tried to quiet Luxuria, almost visibly embarrassed that she wanted to hear none of it. Besides, why am I under such scrutiny right now? You still haven't answered that, huh? I'm small, is that why? You pick on me because I'm small? No, it's because you've been meddling with the things we're part of. For all we know, you two murdered the 9th person in cold blood, but I'm expecting you way more than Ola. What's it to you, big tits? Oh, that's definitely gonna make things better for you. Insults flew in at Cora, all which quickly grew into a tantrum. You blonde normie girl with big tits. What do you want picking at me like that? You really want to pin this on me that bad, huh? You found a me card, didn't you? Yes, I used it. No, I mean, in a teacher's desk with an empty classroom, we found a me card and told no one. Something like, it feels like it'll be more fun if we make full use of these 6 hours, no? A chilly pause so glacial it could have rivaled the North Pole settled during chorus at those words. It took a few moments for her to understand that she said something she definitely couldn't have known. Yeah, all the hacking elements, it's... Oh boy, this is not gonna go well. If we go over to Gula then... Oh, this is going the bad route then. Oh no. I shouldn't have been thinking that much about what I've seen when I hacked into Luxuria's helmet. Now it's too late. Since the topic's already brought up, I guess I have to think of something up. Do the excuse that you're walking around and overheard them? As Leo hesitated, Gula suddenly pushed a button on her console to vote early. Wasn't clear for whom yet. Luxuria eventually broke the awkward pause. The time it took her to refute her was already telling its own story. I never said that! Cora announced to it, Lux. She's clearly aware of the events that transpired. I do not know how nor why, but even you shouldn't make defeat where due. Oh, you voted for Luxuria? Oh! No way! I won't admit defeat because I'm not defeated. I won't admit defeat because I'm not defeated. You're all going with this? How crazy is this? You're spouting a bunch of nonsense. The small girl smashed her hand against the console, the sheer strength behind it causing a whirring, cracking noise from it. Maybe it's best to sit back and watch how things go now. You were using your cuteness to manipulate us, and I don't like that. At least it's... At least you try to manipulate people straightforwardly. Only if all that was true. I can't see why Cora would lie. Because her stupid big chest is under fire. But the shotgun's to my face. That's why she needs to lie. I'll agree with what Rabia is proposing. Yeah. Guys, we had 20 seconds left. You're making a mistake. It's Cora should die. She's the one manipulating you. Sorry, but all we have is stuff against you. She lies about it, we'll deal with her too. Just like we're dealing with your little bitch ass. The horse in the line into their vote, followed the rabbit of their brief pause with their hand in the buttons. With the many set against her, Luxuria lost her mind. This isn't what it was supposed to be! You're making a big mistake! And Vidi put his vote in. And just like that, everyone had voted except for Cora and Luxuria. The latter still screaming bloody murder. This isn't fair! I'll get you for that! Another life? I'll take you all on, I'll break you and I'll make you take your last breath! You're all going to die, even if I die. I'll come back and... Would you please shut up? You're digging your own grave even deeper. Cora, vote and let it be done. And you, Cora, not even hell is a place for what I'll do to you. Okay, I'll see you then. Bye-bye. I'll see you in hell or purgatory, wherever this place is called. Ignoring the girl's words, and Cora voted. The screens above the voting console set on a luxurious symbol. This clue was to follow was her execution. Every shotgun but the victims released their hold, leaving the person as to witness the macabre outcome. It took only a few moments for this gunshot to come. It sounded like it had shot luxury at point-blank range, but in reality, there were no bullet holes in the helmet she wore. Thinking back to it, what room would have the gun, and why would it be there? Time slowed down. Eventually, everything froze. Hello. Who are you? Again with... I don't know. Some say my name is Pandora. Hi, Pandora. Oh, is this actually like the forums? Like, no, that doesn't make sense with the whole dead thing. I'm dead, aren't I? Depends on who you are. Oh, right. Who am I? I think... my name was something like Marco? No, I don't think so. That sounds wrong. Oh, then I don't know. I don't remember. You don't remember your name? I know your name. It's Nico. Nico? That's cute. Why does everyone think it's Marco? I was cute then, I take it? Yes, very cute. Deceptively so. That's a good thing. At least I was cute and people loved me. I don't know if it's such a good thing. Huh? What do you mean? Don't you want to be cute too? No, actually. I don't need to be cute, but what I mean is... cuteness is both a gift and a curse. Maybe you think people liked you for you, but... maybe they only liked you because you were cute. What's the whole thing, like, making friends? Like, you just like looking at a person, like, whether it's personality or looks or, like, basically anything, and just, like, saying, yeah, I want to talk to that guy. I want to be friends with them, that sort of thing. Like, no, like, even if you, like, you know, have some sort of camaraderie, no matter what, it's still going to be somewhat selfish. Oh, that does sound bad, yeah. How do you know if it's one or the other? I don't think there really are signs. Though people gave you a pass because you were cute. A pass? Like what? They let you get away with horrible things because you were cute. Just because of appearance. Isn't that what happened to you? Maybe, now that you're mentioning it. That's true, people trusted me a lot because I was cute. Yeah, I was more lenient on you. I remember that now. So you weaponized your cuteness, didn't you? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. It's not like it matters to me now that I'm dead. You never know, but you're right. Whatever you did, people forgave you. Whatever you said, people deafened themselves. It was all because you were cute. In reality, what was inside wasn't so cute, was it? No, I guess not. I wasn't cute inside. I have hatred. A lot of hatred. It's boiling over. No, you don't anymore. Now you're dead. We're running out of time. Out of time? That's right, you had to pass on some time. I see. You're right again. Yeah, I like to pass on. But will it be scary? Who knows? I never passed on. Hopefully I'll make it through just because I'm cute. Dust to dust, ashes to ashes. You surrendered your right to live. I now carry your memory. Thanks. What was that all about? The sun resumed its flow. The aftermath of the vote's outcome rang through in Cora's head again. One of the group was a dead body. Now she's gone. What will we focus on next? I still have no inkling who the traitor would be, except for the people who's like the least suspicious right now. That sounds pretty weird. No longer on its two solid legs, it had fallen limp against the surface of the floor below. Due to the state of the body, the survivors were looking at each other, unsure if Luxuria had truly passed on. The thought was a lips for everyone's mind when a sudden explosion completely obliterated the small one's head. Dust and smoke filled the air, giving the terrifying scene an even chillier atmosphere. Luxuria's final moments in front of a shotgun, she'd been thrashing about. Doing it for dear life. The position of the body made it look more grotesque than it really was. Her neck was also a pool of red, a pool that none of the survivors dared approach. Droplets splattered over the ground, remnants of the horrible blast. All of them were drying already, staining the floor with the ichor of life. Or the ichor of death. However, Encore was kneeling at any of the sights. She was looking elsewhere. She was looking left and right. She was in a state close to hyperventilation. Yeah, you slept up. She had seen things she didn't recognize. She'd heard a voice that couldn't have spoken. She was completely lost in her head, capable of understanding what had transpired. What was that? What was that vision? Oh, a vision. That wasn't a vision. It was real, right? Encore shook her head. Others approached her. She pushed them away with an arm in her confusion. Don't touch me. I've seen her. I've heard her. I even knew her real name. It's Nico. How? What's going on? What did you see? Something weird? I spoke to her. No, it wasn't me. It felt like it was me, but it wasn't me. Dust settled. So, Well, if it's not a whole simulation thing, I wonder what these visions actually technically mean. And why we didn't comment them before. Like, you know, Ira's vision. She breathed in loudly, then she calmed down. This was making her look like a freak. Encore could see Serbi and Ira leaving the group to deal with whatever madness had taken her. I know you don't want to believe me, but there was something. Maybe it's the helmet. It just came to me. Like when she died, it's like we connected? Don't be ridiculous now. That's impossible. Yeah. The girl felt like an abyss was growing in her stomach. The fact that Nvidia didn't trust her enough to believe her was eating at her. Perhaps they're going down a dangerous road by insisting on this vision. Maybe leaving it aside would be for the best. The only person in the group who remained close to the body was Gula. She was kneeling beside it, as if regretting the outcome in some fashion. That makes sense, that she and Luxury had been close before. You aren't making any sense. And hey, Bia, Ira? Come back here, will you? We have to decide what we're doing now. We need some order in the group or anarchy will reign. What we're doing isn't obvious? Encore asked the question, but her vision faded right afterwards. Very soon, everyone's helmets displayed the fake environment again. Is it back to this whole school? Like I'm out of the school classroom roles? Me wasn't done giving instructions. Greetings once more. I'm sure you'd rather not see me again. There's a vote and you're forced witness of a dead body. I'd like to remind you that there will be 5 more in total today other than this one, so you should strap yourselves in. The carnage isn't over yet. Far from it. Fortunately for you, now you have an hour respite. Please use your time well. We will be heading towards more of those education rooms now. If you remember the room you woke up in, they're a little like that. All the meat cards there are functional. To progress, you have to unlock the door leading to the hallway, much like how you unlocked the previous one. That is correct. Another puzzle awaits you. Yay. Hopefully you didn't kill off your best puzzle solver yet, or else you would regret it now. The timer inside of Encore's helmet read exactly 4 hours remaining. Once you've made your way inside, you'll have to split up into 3 groups. Maybe 1, 2, or 3 in a group. The very moment 4 people enter the same classroom, they will surrender their right to live. Each classroom has an assigned subject for you to study and a question to answer. The subject in question will be given to you personally by me after 39 seconds have elapsed since the room's door has been opened, which is also when it will close and lock. Yeah, assigned subjects are the same. Well, the concept anyway. Make you feel smarter by learning various subjects. What's in the other rooms then? We already went through 2 of them. No, that's dude. Not open the doors until you're ready to go in, otherwise we'll lock you out for 39 minutes. Please remember that once you enter a room, you also have only 39 minutes before you surrender your life to live. Time is of the essence, and I will stop taking it from you for now. From now on, I will only appear to give you each other's subjects as you enter them. I wish all 7 of you good luck. And don't forget, I'll see you later. 7. Oh yeah. Mastermind doesn't count on them. The image faded once more, and in Cora's vision was replaced with the real world again. Yeah, this is definitely more of the distrustful path. She looked at Tricitia. He took an uneasy pose, no doubt thinking all the information over. Before Cora resumed the topic, Ghoul and the others approached her, hounding her and Tricitia's steed. Pray enunciate yourself, Cora. Far from me to entertain the veracity of such a senseless thought, and I'm curious about the vision. What transpired in it? All of Cora's previous instability came back at once, hitting like a truck. Oh boy. I saw her, Lex, or Nico. I spoke to her. I spoke to Nico. I spoke to her, and she said that she was dead. But it wasn't me. It was me, but it wasn't me. Sir B and Ira came back to look at Tricia's demand, but both of them looking upon the wreck that Cora had become. What are you talking about? You weren't making any goddamn sense. I don't really get it either. But, shouldn't we get a move on and start making up teams like what me said? Envy agreed to the course of action, so did Tricitia. And Cora was still almost hyperventilating, but by now the group was more focused on their own survival than her state of being. I saw her, I swear. Okay, whatever. Look, we have to make the groups now, so either you come with all of us, or you're going there alone. She can't come with all of us, actually. Me said we had to split up, but we can't bring any more than 3 people in, the room, in one room. I think we're to explore 3 rooms again, then we had to split 3, then 2 to 2. We can always make 2 groups of 3 and one stays alone. Wouldn't that be quite sad for her, however? As much as I want to be nice, it's not really my problem, to be honest. As much as I want to agree with you, Ira, we do have to keep our teams balanced because we had to get the me cards from inside. It would be stupid to send this insane bitch alone just to have her unable to bring the me cards to us. Okay. Yeah, okay, sure. So let's make 3 teams of 2 and we'll bring her with one of them, I guess. Determine that. Like, do we guess, like, my first guess is, like, we're not going with a group of 3, we go with, like, Tricitia and Vidya. I doubt you 2 want to come, like, want to be with me, and I doubt Gula want to be with us. I didn't say to bring her along either. Isn't it just better to leave her out if she's going to be a problem? It's not like we all have to go in, right? Like, how many rooms were there? Sir B's voice suddenly died off in the distance, and Cora wanted to prove that she wasn't insane. While they debated over the teams, the girl made her way down to the doors adjacent to the set they took to get to the crossroads. It looked much like the other set when it was closed. The firm push proved she wasn't going to open by any other way than the puzzle. It was, of course, what had been planned, so nothing out of the ordinary there. Next to the door, a panel was containing a square puzzle much like the one she previously solved. It wasn't the same puzzle, though, obviously. It was the same puzzle the other way. Going to prove them otherwise to solve the puzzle. If that's done, then they'll have no choice but to realize no one's insane here. At least that was the thought. Of course, stood in front of the door, 2 doors alone. A sharp inhale, she took the panel and started solving it to open them. I'm trying to think, how would you prove that you're not insane? Legitimately. It's almost like I'm, what was it, like, I don't know, remember exactly when, but, like, I think it was, like, one of the World Wars, and maybe. Then those people, like, you know, like, wondering, like, trying to get out of, like, riding a plane, like, for, you know, war? Was it, like, I forget, how was it again? Like, you have to be proven clinically insane to, like, you know, not fly the plane, but in order to do that, I forgot the inverse of it. Like, you couldn't prove yourself, like, insane no matter what to get yourself off. No matter what, you're going on to the plane no matter what. Because one way you're just insane before then, or like you're insane and it's just better to kill you off in battle. Just jeez. Like man. Me. Those are 3 M's? Wait, me. M-E. Oh, I think I get it now. We just need to use all the M's. There's a lot, abundance of them. And make a giant thing. And how do we do, if we had to, like, I think it obviously has to be like a whole big M shape of an E, but how do we exactly organize these? Okay then. Obviously people are going to distrust us more. Even NVIDIA does too because of the vision. And, yeah, I can totally see why. The door was unlocked when Ikora finished solving the puzzle. Giving one of them a light push, she confirmed they could be opened and left their immediate area to head back to the 6 other survivors. The entire process had taken a few minutes, so once you rejoined them, it didn't take long for her to understand the discussion about how to handle teens that still wasn't over. Oh boy. First of all, we should make the teams. Then we can decide what we do with her. Okay, that's fair, I suppose. How do we divide, though? You and B are adamant about going together, but won't that be unbalanced? It would be. We all need to have a team that has someone good at solving those rooms, which would be Viddy and me. Or it can't be that bad either if they escape their room, too. Unless the one who was good was in fact the one who died, which then begs the question why they died at all. Though Gula's been unresponsive for a while now, anyway. Like, literally, like, how do we like, literally, all we have from them is hearsay about, like, if they mentioned, like, what their real name was. Like, what their nickname was. Can't even imagine what the other nickname was. Unless it could be the other 2 botched, sins? I don't even remember what the other one was besides Vainglory floating. We're going in a circle. You want me to be a split? That's fine, I guess. Sir B didn't like that, and she glared at the 2 that were trying to split her from Ira. McCord chimed in for the situation deteriorated further. I opened the doors. The puzzle, that is. It's solved now. Ah, you're back. I noticed you'd left a little earlier. There's a definite change in NVIDIA's tone towards her. Not sure how much I can count him as an ally anymore. Yeah, because of the vision. Oh boy. Maybe it's best to be wary. Yes, well, I thought it'd be a good idea to do that while you'll taunt. It's not like you'd have given me a chance to explain myself, or that you'd be willing to believe me without thinking I'm weird. He scratched the back of his head a little bit, as if he was embarrassed about his behavior towards her. Just as he didn't put so much as a veil over his own beliefs. That's true. But still, solving the puzzle's good. See? She's still good. She's not gone mental. She can come with one of our teams. Whatever. What are the teams like in your head? Oh, great horse, man. Maybe something like... First team should be Viddy and Ulra, second would be myself and Bia, and the third would be you, Ava, and Cora. Oh yeah, Ava Reed has been completely silent this whole time. Wow. I completely forgot about her. Wow. If you think I'm gonna go group with you, of all people, you had another thing coming. Gosh dang it. Yeah, what if I think so? What if we do have to balance ourselves out this way, so we can actually all live? I guess at most of your common survival really matters. I know you don't give a shit about anyone else, Bia, but if we die, you die too. So, go. I keep repeating that too. Will you get it already? He didn't sound too pleased with her, but she just shrugged nonchalantly, as it truly had nothing to do with her. Fine then. You're right. Happy now? No, not really. I won't be happy until all this is over. The second we find the traitor, in some form or fashion, then it's all well and good. It's still, like, no, like, literally, I'm still just concerned, like, exactly, like, why, like, since the crimes these people don't exactly matter, why the traitor is being targeted and why this whole thing is happening in this group. The crimes don't matter. Why do you think the traitor's among this group of people? And then... Plus the different times where, like, you know, you have the guns, like, you know... Like, if you're trying to be the mastermind, like... Why would you, like, have the guns, like, set out to be... Like, you know, shoot you as well? Unless... It definitely seems like... Pandora doesn't exactly know everyone, like, beforehand. They just... Not personality-wise, but just... She just found them, kidnapped them, and took them here. No other interactions like the online forums. Know exactly your character. So the trainer must have been, like, you know, establishing, like, she's something to do this over the forums? Just use the owner of that website. Have we decided yet then? I really don't have a preference on one way or the other. As far as I'm concerned, I feel more like an observer than a real participant right now. Yeah, because you haven't tried talking at all. Oh, right, sorry. I didn't really consult you when thinking those teams over. Oh. She submissively waved in the air. No, it's fine. Like I said, I don't have a preference. We should get a move on. Remember, our time is kicking down. It's not going to stop anytime soon. My time is not going to stop at all. It will if we don't hurry. We'll have fun taking after Helma to get rid of the timer. We're close to 10 past the hour. Let's go. Back down the stairs. The group was, for the most major part, in agreement. Gula had remained almost completely silent since Luxuria died. Well, and Averita, but jeez. In a second or so, she tried to join them again, still mute to all attempts at conversation on the way. It was like she didn't really know what she was going to do anymore. They stepped towards the news to the doors, and Cora... At first, the horse was a little bothered that Ancora came near him to walk towards Wing A. Because I want to see exactly, like, know more about him, like his weird stilted morals. He addressed her on the subject of her visions while the others spoke out loud a bit further ahead. What did it feel like? Like what? The visions? Yeah. Like an out-of-body experience? I don't really know what to compare it with. It's like my head was getting full of random stuff. Yeah, it definitely seems like it was mostly like a weird, like, state of purgatory talking to, like, you know, the dead. Let's see. So it's not really like having a psychic powers, huh? I don't think so? Okay, please don't tell me you believe that stuff. The two of them kept to themselves afterwards, though. Resulting silence wasn't allowed to go on for very long. So how was the puzzle? And Cora didn't realize she was being addressed until Averita spoke again. Hey, anyone home? She snapped her fingers, which brought Cora back to reality. Truth be told, she had been deep in thought too, much like Gula. Oh! Sorry, I was thinking about... things. The puzzle wasn't too bad, I guess. It only took me a few minutes. This kind of puzzle's nothing for someone like me. I'm the master of puzzles. Maybe I could have done it even faster. Well, I didn't, like, a solid, like, minute, so... I guess. Good to know that. We have a good chance of making it out of making it out of our room, after all. Hey, what does that mean? Do you also think I'm loopy? I can't deny that having visions doesn't make you look too sane. The group arrived at a sole intersection in the hall. I already... we already mentioned that, like, spouted it out, like, yeah. There's a tiny part leading further in, towards two doors much like the ones they'd gone through a moment ago. The longer hallway gave way to a bend. So we're going to a new room. And this is where we split up, I think. There's a door ahead that can be opened for a class that most likely contains some B cards. B and I should head over there. And enter the thing by yourself, and... Are you gonna get another gun and shoot in the head? Oh boy. Nobody made you the leader. If anything, that was my idea too. The earlier I'm there, the earlier I can leave it. Just common sense. Deciding not to futilely argue with the rabbit, the horse waited to the rest of the group before trudging out towards the door. Shibuya followed him without so much as the same courtesy. Faced with that, and Cora. Oh boy. I can't imagine that'd be like a point where we had to like vote in video off like these later segments, so oh boy. I doubt we can like really kill Shibuya off right here with how low it is. Trying to get everything up. And Cora looked up at the group and she noticed Shibuya is a lost cause at this point. If we like talked to her at the very beginning, then sure. And Cora looked over the group and she noticed Ira was a little distraught by this. He was holding his arms and looking out of place. Yeah. Like Shibuya was like all controlling him. Oh boy. It's probably due to Shibuya's departure. Yeah. Like the only only person he truly knows here. Yeah. Before she could talk to him, Nvidia grabbed her shoulder. Hey, you okay? We have to keep moving. We think the others are allowing you to come with them still. Oh, yeah, sorry. Let's go. Yeah, we're still thinking deeply of the visions. Ira's not taking separation from Shibuya too well, huh? What's he even seeing in her anyway? I don't know. But there's like some people like in toxic relationships and like have a hard time getting out of it, so. Oh boy, I can't really imagine how that would be like. So far he's been the one to cling to another person the most. Except for Gula. She's still mute from Luxuria's death. The group was left to its own volition following all that. I guess I'll run out and take the next one then. Gula nodded her head in acknowledgement. Gee, this room is going to be fun, I can just tell. The sarcasm in his tone wasn't lost on Cora. Really? This is gonna be so much fun, I can already sense in my deep bones. Just completely hollowed out, just rattling inside. She wished she could say something to lighten the mood, but everything she thought didn't seem good enough. In the end, she remained silent, just like Gula. The larger group walked further down the hall. About midway, there were two doors leading to different classrooms. True as word, Nvidia pulled Gula over into the first of them, the second to Ira, and Cora, and Averita. Oh boy, how's this combination of people gonna work with Ira and Averita? Oh boy. Can't say I'm a fan of locking myself in one of those death cages again, but well, we're doing this like in our own terms instead of waking up and like being seducted to them. I'll stop complaining and go. Besides, you get to be with a cute girl and a mature woman. Yeah, those are probably the most dangerous things in there. Good mindset. Avery disregarded his peak and lazily walked to the classroom to open the door. Ira followed her after shrugging at the remaining girl, who also followed her in. What are we gonna find in here now? How we managed to reach an outcome without tearing each other's heads off for once? Okay, welcome to the school national fireplace, everyone, where everyone can just relax. The girl mumbled herself, taking the sight of what was inside the room. Just... oh my gosh. It was not actually a classroom, it was like the lobby of a large manor. Well, the door, I think that's the door we came out of over here. The room is tall, and it would seem like there's a second floor above. It goes to the second floor of this room? Well, I doubt, just like a second room above, and there's a keyhole in the staircase banister. Huh. This place is really big. What does it mean to represent? Why is this in the school? Like, what was it? Like, they represent, like, rooms, like, represent, like, someone's, like, you know, gift safe space? Or, like, you know, what they feel, like, most comfortable with. So, one of these people, like, goes to which room? I don't know. I think I know this place, but my head hurts when I think about it too much. Are we supposed to take the balcony too? Will we walk through here up there? You're giving it a moment of consideration, trying to move closer to have a better look at it. When Cora realized there was no going up there. There was a ceiling. It only appeared as though you could get to the second floor. Okay, then. I see, so it's not really like a second floor. It's just an optical illusion. I just noticed this. That's a weird-looking brooch. I wonder what that is supposed to be. The ceiling is painted as if there was a second floor. It doesn't really have one. That's kind of fucked up. Well, you don't like bang your head, like, you know, morphing through the ceiling just to get to your bedroom every night? The 39 seconds leading to Mi's announcement elapsed, and the door clocked to trap the three of them inside of this lobby. Mi appeared upon their helmets, true to the word. What glorious classroom shenanigans are we gonna learn today here, teach? Isn't this place just grand? It's really expensive to get a house to look like this. And you still did it regardless. Not only is this expensive, but it's pretty much impossible unless you have more money than sense. But we're not here to figure that out. That has nothing to do with your immediate situation. What you're going to figure out here is a murder. Oh boy, murder mysteries. Yes, I'm sure you've all found that newspaper article that talked about it before. Oh, the student. So we're gonna try to solve like a murder here. That student. Besides, all we know is like so far the student was just killed, and that was it. No other details. That is not exactly relevant right now, but there's a murderer in your group. Your task is to figure out who it is and then tell me. I'm sure you can understand there is only one murderer too. That's correct. None of the others have committed the crime of murder as in your incarceration, so please take it to heart and work together. Then again, in this kill me game, you're all criminals, so who knows how much you can trust anybody still. Alright, for the answer, I'm not looking for a name. Instead, you'll be working to tell me which personality did the murder. Oh, the anagram personality? Oh, is this the room that... Oh my god, that... God damn it, he got the gun. If you aren't familiar with it, you'll find something that will help you delineate all of that in this duo of rooms. Wait, so like, Tristia had this weird epiphany about the anagram personality before he entered this room? Is that what he did? Huh. I'll see you later. Off to solve a murder, or at least the personality of one. Into the psychology of a serial killer. Once again, the vision of me disappeared and light returned to their eyes, filtered through the cameras the masks they wore. None of them seemed too pleased about the news that a killer was on the loose. 39 minutes countdown, huh? We're doing this again. Yes. You better get into searching. Even if I feel like this place is comfortable enough to take a nap inside. Take it once we're all done and we left this horrible school. I personally like to get out as soon as possible now that it's confirmed one of us 9 is a murderer. This room shouldn't be too bad either. The anagram of personality reduces the amount of possibilities to 9, so working with that... Alright, not going to think about it too much. It's best to let to the search. If you don't think about it too much, then you might let go of information that you don't. So yeah. There's the anagram somewhere in there. So long as one finds it, they have a solid hole into the mystery.